when silence becomes betrayal, the Stoic call to speak. Subscribe the Attract Mind YouTube channel and turn on notification for next video. So let's get started. Silence is a weapon, a shield, a deliberate choice. But there are moments when silence is no longer wisdom, it is surrender. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that words, when wielded with precision and purpose, have the power to shape fate, challenge tyranny, and fortify the soul. There will come a time when you must speak, not for vanity, not for recognition, but because the weight of your silence would shackle you to regret. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. And sometimes, to be one, you must break your silence." Here are 5 moments when holding your tongue is a betrayal, when to remain mute is to surrender your own soul. 1. When injustice stands before you. At some point in your life, you will come face to face with injustice, raw, unmasked, and demanding submission. Most people look away, whisper that it is not their fight, and step aside. But a Stoic does not lend his silence to oppression. Seneca warned, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." Every great evil in history did not thrive solely because of the wicked, but because of the silent. When you witness cruelty, deceit, or oppression, your voice is not just an option, it is a responsibility. Speak not to flaunt virtue, but because to remain silent is to live a lie. 2. When your principles are challenged. What is a man without his principles? A hollow vessel, drifting wherever the winds of public opinion blow. Epictetus taught that our external circumstances do not define us. Our response to them does. The world will test your values. It will mock your discipline, belittle your virtue, and tempt you to conform. In these moments, silence is not humility, it is surrender. A Stoic does not argue to dominate others, but to remain undefeated by himself. Stand firm, speak with clarity. Let your words reflect the unshakable foundation of your character. 3. When falsehood dominates the room. Lies, when left unchallenged, do not merely persist, they grow. In a world drowning in deception, truth is an act of defiance. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that philosophy is not about comfort, but about the pursuit of truth. And truth, like a blade, must sometimes be drawn. When falsehood fills the air, when the powerful manipulate reality, when deception misleads the weak, this is when a Stoic must speak. Not with rage, not with arrogance, but with unwavering conviction. A life lived in silence while falsehood reigns is not life, it is submission. 4. When someone you love walks into darkness. A Stoic is not indifferent to the suffering of those he loves. True, we cannot control others, but that does not absolve us of responsibility toward them. When someone you care for is consumed by vice, despair, or self-destruction, silence is not wisdom, it is abandonment. Seneca reminds us, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. And sometimes to help another live, you must be willing to speak, even when your words will be met with resistance. You may not always save them. You may not even be heard. But a Stoic does not measure his duty by the outcome, only by his courage to act. 5. When you know the truth but fear speaking. Fear is the great silencer. Fear of rejection, of consequence, of standing alone. But Stoicism teaches us, memento mori. Remember you will die, and when that moment comes, will you regret the words you left unspoken? Truth unspoken is truth wasted, and a wasted truth is a wasted life. There will come a moment when you hold a truth that burns within you, demanding to be voiced. You will hesitate. You will question whether it is worth the risk. This moment will define you. Will you bow to fear, or will you embody the Stoic ideal, unshaken, unwavering, unafraid? The final challenge. A Stoic does not speak to fill the silence. He does not engage in idle debate or empty words. His speech is disciplined, purposeful, necessary. But when the moment calls for it, when silence becomes betrayal, he does not hesitate. He does not waver. There will be words in your lifetime that you are meant to speak. Some will be small. Others will shake the very ground beneath you. When that moment comes, do not let fear silence you. The world does not need more silence. It needs more voices that speak, not for applause, not for power, but because the truth must be spoken. Stand firm, speak wisely, live as the Stoics lived.